2 album art covers, and you guys are gonna vote which one you like better. And it's really that simple. And if you're not watching on the next stream, then I'm gonna be really disappointed, okay? And you're talking about, oh, why would I watch the stream live? I don't have time, I have work, I have this and that. Dude, pull up. You're gonna get Particle CC raw, uncut, unclothed. You're gonna get all of the good stuff. Round 1. Which yellow album looks better? We got Amine, Good For You, and Digital Underground, The Body Hat Syndrome. So here on the left, we got our boy Amine just, he's dropping the kids off, you know? And then on the right, we got the Digital Underground. It looks like they're inside of a condom. They're being protected from sperm. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest, because I don't really like looking at that. It's unique, but it's a little graphic. But the chat has spoken, and they say that the Body Hat Syndrome is better than Good For You. 54% though, pretty close. I'm gonna go with Good For You by Mine because I like the simplicity and I really like the font. But the other one is fire too. Which red album looks better? We got Lupe Fiasco, Tetsu and Youth, and Jimi Hendrix, Electric Ladyland. The left one, I don't really know what I'm looking at, to be honest. I see a little skull. The background, it looks kind of like an eroded piece of wood that's going vertically there. And then we got Jimi Hendrix. You know, he looks like he's getting sucked off. I mean, let's be honest. But I mean, he's not. He's probably just playing the guitar, but he looks like he's having a good time. But the chat says Electric Ladyland by 86%. And I'm gonna agree. All right, next, which blue album looks better? We got Herbie Hancock with Headhunters, and we got Earth Gang, Strays with Rabies. You got some wolves down there. Yeah, on the left, it looks like we got the whole gang, and we got this really crazy, like a compressor with devil horns, and he's playing the keys. Like, that shit is so crazy looking. And then, you know, you got the whole gang behind him with the instruments. And then on the right, you got, kind of looks like the, what's the alien game that I'm thinking of? Space Invaders. Yeah, Space Invaders font. I don't even think that's what I was thinking of, but Destroy All Humans, that's what it was. Thank you so much. The Earth Gang one is pretty sick. These are both definitely sick. Wow, 74% with Strays with Rabies. I'm gonna go with Herbie Hancock. I think the Herbie Hancock one is way better. I like the vintagey look to it. I like how a lot of people maybe don't even know what a compressor is or what it looks like. It doesn't really look like that, but you know, it looks like this robot demon, but he also kind of looks pretty happy. I think the left one is way more creative, but I mean, I fuck with the right one as well. Which orange album looks better? We got Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life, and then we got Busta Rhymes, Extinction Level Event. You could see on the right, you got the earth is on fire. Like, it looks like what appears to be New York City. Maybe that's the Brooklyn Bridge right there. And the entire city is just exploding in flames. Very dark, very dystopian type of look. And then on the left, you got what kind of looks like the Looney Tunes cover. I don't know if it was inspired by that, but that's pretty much exactly what that looks like. Y'all are really, really rocking with the Extinction Level Event, 74%. I don't know, man. I kind of like Stevie Wonder's Looney Tunes vibe going on. I think I'm gonna go Stevie. Which black album looks better? We got Roberta Flack, I'm the One. Got kind of a black rose with a border around it. I don't really like how the border doesn't go on the bottom. And then on the right, you got Black Pumas with the album Black Pumas. Honestly, I think this one is pretty much a no-brainer for me, but it looks like the votes are actually a lot closer than I was anticipating. I think it's Black Puma for me all day. I don't really have any attachment to the one on the left. I feel like the one on the left looks like Fiverr cover art. Black Puma on the right just looks very interesting. Oh yeah, baby. We got ODB, Return of the 36 Chambers, and Tyler, the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. I don't know if Tyler's album was inspired by this. And by the way, these are actually the same size. Tyler's just has more negative space around it. These are quite literally the same exact album cover. I think that ODB's looks a lot more realistic. It looks a lot closer to what an actual identification card would be, maybe. But I think I'm going to be a snob, and I'm going to go with the original because I'm just going to act like Tyler was inspired by it. I'm not going to lie, I really do like the branding of Tyler's whole album, and I really like the stars that go around it. But, I mean, if we're going to do it, make it look legit. And ODB's looks very legit. Oh, wow. Y'all went with Call Me If You Get Lost? What? All right, which Brown album looks better? We got The Roots and we got D'Angelo. One on the left, I'm really digging that camera angle. I really like the wide angle lens. You got the whole gang looking pretty mean. Not mean, like they're gonna hurt you, but like cool. The one on the right, Brown Sugar, kind of feels like I might get seduced while listening to this. I might start to feel things that I maybe I'm not ready to accept for myself. But chat is saying Philadelphia Half-Life. I'm gonna agree with that. I like the one on the left a lot better. Ooh. banger. One thing I've noticed is that when it comes to Pink albums, people go hard. We got Lafayette Afro Rock Band by Malik or Malik. I'm not really sure. And then we got 2 Chainz with Trap, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. But I do have a gripe with this 2 Chainz album, okay? With the cover. What the fuck is this bullshit like button? Did he really need to do that? The Facebook thumbs up button, so cringe. And 2 Chainz is old, right? So he was like, yo, like the kids are gonna love this because the kids like buttons. That sounds like some boomer 2 Chainz shit that he would say. The left one kind of just looks like a typical like soul album, and I really like the orange glow that she has going behind her. I think that's a vibe, and I really like the font. But I mean, just comparing them, I don't know, man. I gotta go Trap all day. I just feel like that is so it's such a cool looking house on there. I like that he went with Pink for a Trap album. That's pretty ballsy. 81% for Pretty Girls Like Trap Music, and I'm gonna have to agree. Which green album looks better? I like this. I like this matchup here. We got Common, Like Water for Chocolate, and you know we like water. And we got Rolling Papers. On the left, we got a picture of a woman during the segregation era drinking from a water fountain that is labeled as colored only. And then on the right, we have Wiz Khalifa with Rolling Papers, where it's literally just his face, and he smoked out, maybe hotbox in the whip. The one on the left has way more artistic value. You know, it's sending a message right away. You're probably gonna know what the contents of the music is gonna be. And same with the right. Honestly, they both have a very clear message. Rolling Papers, and it's just a bunch of smoke. Wow, wait, what the? Yo, we got a true 50-50, 105 to 105 votes. Chat is totally split on this one. I guess the tiebreaker goes to me. It doesn't really matter. The votes don't matter that much. But I'm gonna go with Common. All right, baby. Purple album. We got Big Crit, Cadillactica, and we got Man on the Moon. I have a feeling I know where this is gonna go. On the left, it kind of looks like Fiverr shit, to be honest. I mean, it looks like, hey man, I'm gonna make an album about space. It doesn't really look all that interesting, but on the right, man, I mean, Kid Cudi's whole face just blending in with the moon, and it's multicolored, and it's just so interesting. The multicolored is just really nice. The texture is really nice. It looks like a painting. This is beautiful. This is like a painting that I would want in my house, and I knew that the chat was going to vote this way. 76% for Man on the Moon. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. Which gray album looks better? Really love the landscape on this Freddie Gibbs album. Very interesting way to depict Hollywood, you know? Hollywood is often depicted as like bright and fun and paradisal, paradisington. But here it looks kind of bleak and like dark. And then on the right, I don't even know what you got with this Flying Lotus shit. It's like, I don't even know. But I'm not really feeling the zebra and the meth smoking Winnie the Pooh riding the zebra. Not really into that too much, but the Flying Lotus one is just super weird, and I kind of like it. It's very abstract. Y'all are saying Bandana. I'm gonna go with Cosmogramma, but I respect both of them. They're both pretty cool. All right, baby, that was the end of round 1. We got round 2. Which yellow album looks better? Dude, we got Superfuge on the right, and we got Little Sims. Sometimes I might be an introvert. I really like Little Sims' fit on this one, and her hair is looking crazy fire. Future's album cover is a little bit strange. You know, I see a face and I think like a fur coat, but I don't really know what's going on with it. It kind of just looks very like smoky and watercolory. It's pretty cool though. Chat says Future. I'm gonna go with Sometimes I Might Be Introverted. Oh, well, we know where this is gonna go, but let's entertain it anyway. We got Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and we got DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. MBDTF, very iconic. Looks like a beautiful piece of art. Something that you would definitely see in a museum. But I mean, dude, DMX, let's not sleep on DMX's cover right here. There's a lot of emotion here, and I know a lot of rappers just kind of put themselves on a cover, but like the red and the scratchy, like gritty overlay on him, you know, he just looks like he's seen some shit. I love the tone of red too. It's almost like a wine or like chocolate red. Chat is saying Dark Twisted Fantasy. I think I'm gonna go with Dark Twisted Fantasy. Which blue album looks better? We got Drizzy Drake, Nothing Was the Same, and we got Jay-Z, The Blueprint. And you know, putting yourself as a child on an album cover is not the most novel thing in the world, but you know, it kind of has a special place in all of our hearts as a hip-hop fan. You know, some very iconic album arts are with, you know, the rapper as a child. And then Jay-Z, you know, for The Blueprint, it looks like he's sitting on, I don't really know what that is. It looks like it is just like a stage or something. I'm not sure. He is smoking. I really like the perspective of this shot. Like, I feel like you don't get a lot of photography in general from this angle. Pretty cool, but Drake's is definitely very nostalgic, and it just kind of of has more of an iconic look to it. Nothing Was the Same wins by 76%. I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to go with Nothing Was the Same. I really like that one. Oh, baby. Well, we know where this is going. But the Schoolboy Q one is pretty cool. I don't really know what the top is. The top and the bottom. Not really sure. Kind of has like a movie ticket sort of shape. But you got Schoolboy Q in the bottom right corner looking like Jason. And I really like the trees. I like the sort of gritty, like fall aesthetic. And I mean, I don't even need to say anything about Flower Boy. Look at this album cover. I mean, it is beautiful. The bee on his face, the bees everywhere. I hate bees. I think we all hate bees, but Flower Boy takes it 82%, and I'm gonna have to agree. Black Albums. Again, I think I know where this is gonna go. I was just talking about the iconic baby photo, but this one particularly, the Carter 3, I mean, the suit, obviously the face tats are photoshopped on, but like face tats on a baby, I mean, it's so good. He just looks like a mob boss. It's like I would take orders from that baby. I would listen to anything that baby had to say. But Saba's is a vibe, man. He's in the kitchen. Like, it's funny because a lot of rappers do music videos in the kitchen. It's like a classic, you know, whipping the wrist. I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the bando. But not a lot of people do it as their cover art. You know, he looks concerned, but he also looks very gritty. Carter 3 takes it 70%. You know, respect for Saba. I think I like the Carter 3 more though. All right, we're calling this white. This could also be considered black, I guess. Please excuse me for being antisocial. Roddy Ricch and Santana by Santana. Santana has a very 70s groovy looking font that runs down the right side that I really, really am into. Roddy Ricch looking pretty mean. You can't even really see his right eye. I feel like Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial is a weird name. It doesn't really match like the vibe of his face. You know, he looks a lot more like scary rather than like, oh, I'm so antisocial, I'm so like quirky and weird. Santana, I don't really know what the lion has anything to do with. It's kind of like a lion person. There's like a person hidden in there. Very artistic, very weird. I think chat's bias is showing through this one because the Please Excuse Me album is very, very basic of a cover. I think this Santana one is way more interesting and cool. I'm going with Santana. We got Wanye and we got Lauryn Hill. This one is sick because it's like carved into a desk, and a lot of us didn't have these desks. We had like the laminate shit that you could carve shit into, and sometimes people would carve shit into. The wooden probably went so hard in the carvings, but yo, Kanye, dude, come on. Like, what is this? You see this cover and you see a mascot walking into Hogwarts and you're like, bruh, I gotta know what this mascot has to say. Like, dude, it's so weird and so interesting. Chat says 54% for Late Registration. Really, really respect the Lauryn Hill cover. I think I'm gonna go with Late Registration myself. Next, another pink one. I told you all this goes hard. We got Igor and we got Mac Miller. Every single time I read this cover, the Mac Miller cover, I say the Divine Feminine because I want them to rhyme, but they don't. It's the Divine Feminine. I really like the choice of pink in the DF. It's not so pink. It's not like, hey, look at me, I'm pink, I'm cool, I'm interesting. And it's really interesting, this like mirror slash window with a woman behind it. I mean, what even is going on? Like, this is so artistic, and it has like MDBTF vibes. Igor is dope. It's got Tyler looking, I don't even know, it's like kind of cropped at the top, which is interesting. And then like all of the songs written, produced, and arranged by Tyler, I feel like it's a little try-hardy. Like, hey, I'm gonna let you know like I did all this. It's like, Chat says Divine Feminine. I'm gonna also say Divine Feminine. Purple, baby. Both of these are very good. Acid Rap definitely has somebody looking like they're doing acid. The lettering is like perfect for that. The one on the right, Still Sleep. I like the 3D. You don't get a lot of 3D on like albums, but at the same time, like 6ix9ine kind of ruined that like 3D style for me because he used it so much, and it's really cool, but 6ix9ine is like annoying. But I like his expression. I like the purple umbrella. I like the colors for both of them. It was a close one. Acid Rap takes it 52%, not by much, but I think I'm going Acid Rap. Which Gray album looks better? Oh, this is a good one, baby. Got MF Doom with Mad Villainy. Why is it Mad Villainy? It's Mad Villain. And then we got the Marshall Mathers LP. If I didn't know about either of these albums, I would definitely be interested in both of them. You know, the Doom mask is crazy, and also love the orange square in the top right. Why is there an orange square in the top right? I don't know, but it's so cool. I like that there's a pop of color in there. Marshall Mathers LP, that house looks like a dilapidated house. It kind of looks like a horror movie. Mad Villain, 70%. I'm also going with Mad Villain. If you don't know who MF Doom is and you see this album cover, you're like, yo, this guy looks crazy, and I want to know what he has to say. All right, last round, round 3. We got Mac DeMarco and we got 1999. Both of these are really sick. The one on the left kind of looks like something that like my older brother would draw when he was in high school. Really like this art style. It looks like something that would be carved into a desk. Super sick. 1999 iconic album cover. I love that the year is across. I love the graffiti wall. Something about that art style I feel like is very unique, very not done. I don't know if it really feels like 1999 to me, but I don't think it really matters. I really like both of these. Chat says 1999 by 73%. I think I'm also going to go with 1999. Which Red album looks better? We got Rihanna and we got Busy Banks. I'm not sure if this is the same guy. Is this also Busy Banks? Because I feel like it'd be a little bit weird to have somebody else on the background of your album cover, you know? I like the font for Same Energy, and I really do like the colors, but I don't know, it just feels a little, like it just feels like you're trying a little too hard to look scary, and it's just not that impressive. But the Rihanna one is so sick, like this balloon that is waving around like crazy, what looks like, and then like the paint, this child with like the crown over the eyes, super avant-garde and weird, and just really dope. Chat 89% for Anti, and I have to agree, man, this like looks so much cooler than the other one. Blue album. These are very close in color. We got State of Emergency by Lil TJ and 800 BC by Fivio. These are quite literally the same exact album cover. The only thing about Lil TJ's album is like he looks like a fucking meme. Like he looks like they smushed his ass. He looks wide as shit. I mean, the city looks really dope, but I just can't get past how wide he looks. Like this whole album cover is really sick, and then like he just had to put the bust down and like the hundreds in his pocket. I just feel like that's so unnecessary and just totally ruins the whole vibe of it. Honestly, I think both of these album covers are pretty trash, but chat votes 800 BC 62%. I think I'm gonna agree with that one. Oh baby, Channel Orange and The Life of Pablo. Channel Orange, there's not really much to talk about here. It's an orange square and there's two different fonts. Fonts are pretty cool. T-Lop, you know, very weird. Very interesting. You got a nice family there, and then you have like just some girl's ass, which I don't particularly love. You know, I'm a pretty PG guy. The weird spacing and the repetition of the words just is so cool. I don't know what it is about it. Just like slap two photos on there. Kanye just has a crazy vision for album covers, but then again, I'm pretty sure Virgil did like all of them. So T-Lop wins 89%. I'm going with T-Lop as well. Oh baby, this is a good matchup. This is where we're gonna find out how much bias is really in this chat right now, because Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon is like the most iconic cover ever, but chat loves Pop Smoke, and I'm gonna be honest, the chrome rose is sick as they made it look reflective even with an absolute absence of light. It's very good. But I mean, can I even say anything about Dark Side of the Moon that hasn't just been said? Like, the album cover is more iconic than the album itself. It's insane. Dark Side of the Moon, 82%. You gotta go with Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, baby. Was I waiting for this? Whole Lot of Red, baby. We got Thank Me Later by Drake. And he's got like the RGB effect going, kind of. I don't really know what he's trying to depict here. I don't particularly think it looks that good, the Thank Me Later cover. It's a little interesting, but it looks kind of dark for the messaging of the album, but I guess it's fine. Whole Lot of Red was a weird-ass cover, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but he looks like a vampire, bro, and it makes a lot of sense. The album's got vampire vibes. The red is very iconic. I love the handwriting. I love the blood drip, even though that's kind of cringy and overdone, but it's honestly, it's sick. Whole Lot of Red, 74%, and as much of a meme as it is, honestly, it's really dope. Which Brown album looks better? We got Nas with Illmatic, and we got An Evening with Silk Sonic. I really like the stars in the glasses on Silk Sonic. Both of them look super dope, but if we're being honest, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, this looks like an album that I wouldn't want to listen to. Like, if I saw this, I'd be like, man, this is gonna be a snooze fest. Obviously, I don't think that way because I love that album, but Nas, the inner city, the kid who looks like definitely he's seen some shit, and he's just a young kid. GTA type font, super sick. You're like, yo, who's Nas? That's a dope ass name. I gotta go Illmatic. Chat also has to go Illmatic, 68%. All right, Pink. We got Childish Gambino because the internet, and we got Doja Cat with Hot Pink. You know, we got Childish Gambino looking like he's about to go on a vacation for sure. And you know, the one on the right just looks like a cover of a lip gloss. I don't know why she is naked, but she has this sort of like sleeve on her arm that looks like a giant nail. She's showing off her nails, and then her arm looks like a massive nail. It looks like a nail polish or a lip gloss cover. Respect to female artists, but this one just doesn't interest me. 78% because the internet. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Green. These are both sick. I really like both of these album covers. I love the cartoon vibes on the Doomsday cover. It feels like something that nobody's ever done, or not nobody, but it feels like a a cartoon style that isn't done a lot. I love the border on it too, something very small but really nice. I just can't get enough of it. When I look at these two, my eyes are just drawn to Doomsday. But the Thugger album is also really dope. It looks like he has some sort of marching band, and I like how they did the diamonds, the plane flying over, so you really understand the perspective. Super sick. Both of them are just really dope. I'm gonna have a hard time deciding. Chat goes 51% for Operation Doomsday, and I really like how close it was. I don't know, man. Something about these two, I'm not hating on the Thug one, but something just draws my eyes to this robot holding the mic. The hoodie looks nice and comfy. I don't know, man. It's just sick. I really like it. Purple album, we got Tame Impala and we got Graduation. We got this really abstract, like marble looking piece that's sort of breaking through the ether and maybe crossing dimensions, this pinball, this marble. And then, you know, we got the bear that's being shot out of a cannon type thing. I don't even know what this monster thing is on the right. That is just, it kind of looks like a butthole. Like there's a little bear getting shot out of a butthole. Both very colorful, both very artistic, and a lot to look at. Chat says 65% Graduation. I'm going Tame Impala all the way on this though. I love Graduation as an album. I think this is the weakest cover. We got 21 Savage, I Am I Was, and then Adele with 21. So we got Adele looking sad, looking somber, and then we got 21, and you can't see his eyes at all. He's got sort of this glassy, like foggy, like you just took a shower with 21 Savage, and now he put on a suit and he's looking at you in the mirror. He's behind you. You like huff it away a little bit, then you realize 21 Savage is behind you after you took a shower. And you're like, man, this is not really where I anticipated. I don't really like the name I Am I Was, and I don't really like it on the cover. Like, I wish that he didn't have the text there or there. I always feel like text ruins album covers. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it. Same with Adele. But yeah, I think the Adele one just kind of, I know it's not this, but it just like, when I see that, I'm like, a 21-year-old woman just crying about like her life. That's what like that cover gives me vibes of, like, oh, I'm so sad. And that's not particularly what I would be into, but I think that I would go 21 Savage over that one, and it looks like the chat agrees. 87% for 21 Savage, I Am I Was. So that's it. Shout out to the mods, W Mods, for making a great presentation. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, let us know how you think, and you know, join the next stream. That would be great. Thank you.